Welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a quick reading here. I've also got a song in my head that I can't figure it out, so it may just be maybe something in the lyrics, or it may just be that it's a specific message for one of you because the song has meaning to you or in some kind of way, but it's Santeria by Sublime. And all I keep hearing is, I don't practice Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. It's like someone has the wrong impression of you. Or you've given someone the wrong impression of you, or you have the wrong impression of you. It does feel like it could be a thread from a past life or something where, you were accused of being a witch or persecuted for being a witch or something like that. So it could be like a tie over to that, but I feel like it's holding you back right now from expressing yourself in a certain way. The last couple of messages, we've been talking about divine feminine and being in your element and figuring out a way to express yourself and express like who you really are. But there's some sort of suppression that's there. There's a fear of rejection or persecution or and it's legit when you put yourself out there. I just said if, but when. 122 on my recording. Because you will. You're putting yourself out there in some kind of way. You're going after that promotion. I just see somebody like, not even just texting somebody, but literally calling them, just like dialing it and then hanging up, dialing it and then hanging up. Just being like, what does that say about me if I'm the first one to make the first move or something like that? 144 on my recording. And then hanging up. And like this fear of rejection or what they might think. You are going to take that step and you are going to make that phone call, or you are going to apply for that promotion, or I just saw a trip too. Take that trip, get on the plane, something about the Bahamas. Those could be specific messages so that you know that this is for you. There's this fear of rejection. It is legit because there will be people who are going to reject you. There will. I'm a healer. The energy present in this message is meant to help you through that, meant to help you heal whatever blockages stop you from taking that step forward, and to help you to become the calm in the storm. You have a pattern of avoiding chaos, which is not the worst thing in the world. Choosing peace over chaos. Like if chaos is this way, like I'm just seeing these paths. Chaos is this way, peace is this way. But sometimes the only path is this way, and it has both. It has chaos. There is sometimes the path of chaos. I don't know why there's chaos around you, but you walk right into it and you're just calm in the storm. It's like a technique for being scared of a situation and doing it anyway. You step out, I just see somebody stepping out onto a stage. You step out onto a stage and you are a target for praise or rejection and ridicule. You get to choose what you want to receive, knowing that rejection or not criticism, I guess. I keep hearing ridicule as if that's your impression of that's what it is. That's based off of their filter, their issues, their perception. You get to choose how you receive it. You could receive it as criticism. That could help you grow. Depends on the source. It depends where it's coming from. Does the person criticizing, do they take those chances and put themselves in the light too? Do they do the inner work? Or do they just feel more comfortable sitting back, judging everyone else because it makes them feel better about themselves, or Or do they do the work on themselves and do they grow? You're going to feel the difference. And if it's someone who doesn't do the work, or they have inner issues, or you're going to be able to see that they do. And it's like, okay, whatever you think. It doesn't get absorbed. You're not going to absorb it. You have to learn. It's like a technique, though. Sitting in your feminine energy and your intuition, you're going to feel. Who's aligned with you and who's not aligned with you. Is that person giving you constructive criticism because they see something in you and want to help you grow? Or is that person criticizing you because it makes them feel better about themselves? There's there's like a fine line, there's a nuance between someone teasing you, making fun of you, and someone who says, you know, like when you label yourself that way, when you call yourself a psychic, like that makes me feel immediately like you're a fraud or you're a fake. Like, what if you said you were an intuitive or something like that instead? Like, that word makes me feel interested in a different kind of way. You don't have to accept that or change anything about you. But when it comes from that place, they're like not rejecting. They're trying to offer some information that may help you be more accepted in certain ways, or help you to grow and expand. It's almost like that's the intention. As you are, as it is right now, you are misunderstood. There's something about you that's misunderstood. So when you represent yourself in where you are right this second, that promotion that you're going after, they're going to misunderstand you. There's something that needs to be tweaked a little bit. Not that there's anything wrong, but there's something that's misaligned with the way that you're representing yourself. What is that? Like, I'm just seeing like a resume. So if you're going for a promotion, there's something on your resume that is outdated and needs to be updated. So it's not that it's not you, it's just the old you. That's a description of how you used to be, or there's something that needs to be tweaked on your resume. And even if it's not for a job, it's like the whatever it is that the record of you is, needs to be shifted a little bit. Because when you present yourself to these new people coming in, they're more your people, but you're presenting an old version of you that isn't aligned anymore. I hope that makes sense for you guys. It feels very broad. It's not very specific at all. I just keep seeing, so there's more in this message because I keep seeing it. Just someone stepping out on stage. Someone stepping out on stage. Is it that you fear what they're going to see from your past? Think about that. Like, you put yourself in the spotlight and people dig up shit from the past. Yeah, there's something about that. So I see you scared to step out on the stage. There's some kind of shame that's being cleared here. Oh. You have backup, though. You're not alone. You're not on the stage alone. You have backup. with as many people that will reject you or just not align with you. Look at it that way. They will not align with you. There will be just as many, if not more, people who definitely align with you. And they're like, don't you listen to them one bit. Please get back up there again. Get back on that stage again. That was freaking amazing. And also, I'm bringing 12 of my friends the next time that you do that. Or there were 2 people in the room who were interviewing you. One of them gave you the impression that, they have better candidates, and the other one is just like, they're just fronting because they don't want to give you as much money as what you were asking for. But believe me, you are the most qualified. Just do this or do this, tweak this on your resume, and, don't you worry. There is someone who is backing you right now, or someone who's coming in that is your people. I just heard 2 become 1. I mean, it could be a romantic partnership, but no, I don't think it is. This just came out in reverse. I don't think it's that, but I think that it's someone who is there to. It's almost like I heard protection detail that's there to help ward off and help you be clear about who you are and weed through the rejection versus constructive criticism that will be helpful. There's like another perspective that you can rely on. Now, you are on the stage I'm seeing you on the stage again. You are on the stage by yourself. You do have to go out there yourself and carry the weight of 1212 on my recording. Being in the light, being in the spotlight. Yourself. I feel like you have to practice in some kind of way. You have to practice your interview skills. You have to practice your public speaking. You tend to just go out there and wing it. But this opportunity that you have coming up is something that you need to prepare a little bit more for. You're not ready yet. Is that rejection? Or is that constructive criticism that says, you got to do this a little bit differently than you have in the past? The way you did it in the past was fine for where you were going, but now you're going somewhere different, and so you need to learn a new technique or a new skill. And you are going to take this step. There's a big step coming up. You are going to make that phone call. But when, where, what you say, the way that you present yourself is super important. And, oh man, there is an opportunity for rejection. There's always that opportunity. But there's such an opportunity for growth and learning and connecting with the right people. There's a part of you that you're hiding. That is the most valuable part of you. You have a gift. So don't make that phone call until it's not like you know who you are. Don't make that phone call until you know who you are. You already know who you are. But until you can present who you are with the confidence in Man, it's even so hard to get this message out right now. Because I think it's because of this. I really feel this mask here. There's something that you're terrified of people seeing. Until you're able to embody it, there's some sort of belief in yourself that you are worth it. Like, why are you calling that person? Is it because you like them and you want to be with them? Or are you calling them because you're a gift to them and you're offering and saying, I just heard you're welcome. Like Maui, you're welcome. Here I am, you're welcome. It's not like that. But essentially it's like, I am a gem. And I think you are too. And I think that I can't word it. But you know you're a gift to them. This promotion, this job, you are interviewing them. But it's like you're applying. You're the one applying. You're either applying for a job or a relationship. And in the past, you would go to it and try to prove yourself and present yourself and wait for their validation that you're worthy. This way of approaching this thing, whatever this opportunity is coming up, it's a different way of valuing yourself and saying, you really want to take advantage of this. Because I see something so powerful between us, this partnership is like an important step for both of us. So this is what I have to offer to you. What do you have to offer to me? There's your power is sitting behind this mask. Some of it is in how you look. Like the way that you present yourself, dress for the job that you want. I'm going to see what this one says here. Attention. This behind the mask. Choosing self-acceptance. When this card comes, no, it's not reversed. It's almost like it feels reversed. A woman wears an elegant mask that covers the top half of her face. It hides her identity beautifully. Even her friends won't be able to recognize her. This card reveals an important conflict in your intentions. You have times when your view of yourself... Okay, so in the past, making that phone call to that person would have been more about trying to get something back, trying to get validation back from them, trying to get attention, trying to get love, trying to get something back from them, like fishing for compliments and things like that. Wait to communicate with them until it's like coming from a different place, coming from a different intention. You have times when your view of yourself is so depleted, you believe you must hide who you are and pretend to be someone you're not. This gets you into a whole lot of mental messes. You compare yourself to others, always competing and often losing in your own mind. Your perfectionism can create performance anxiety, cause you to worry about what others think. Worst of all, this ongoing current of self-judgment becomes a raging, energetic river that pushes your goals away. It's absolutely impossible to attract your real desires if you never allow yourself to be the real you. This card is telling you that you can and must shed this false condemnation of yourself, no matter how deep this pattern is. Your value comes from your eternal truth, not from others' input. So choose to relax and let the mask go. Open up to Spirit's light within and around you and be yourself. When you accept yourself as you are, no matter what anyone else may think, you will feel completely liberated, perhaps for the first time in your life. This is like you freeing yourself. Your value comes from your eternal truth, not from others' input. So I am in the process of putting out a reading, posting a reading every single day. I've committed to myself to do it for 30 days, at least 30 days. But regardless of the feedback, regardless of the input, regardless of how many views I get on each one of them, like, that's always what held me back before. I'll post a video and lose subscribers. I'll post a video and there's not many views on it, or whatever it is. And I would doubt myself, and I would I would make it about me and my gifts and or lack thereof, and I would doubt myself, and it's not effective, it's not reaching people, blah, 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 blah. There could be a million other factors. Number one, the fact that on YouTube, you have to post regularly, because then you get more views. Your video is out there more. And it's just that there are other factors involved. Is it that I'm not good enough? Or that what I have to offer, you guys don't want? I've been blind to the feedback that says otherwise. That says the comments, people that text me privately, those that set up sessions with me. I've made this commitment to myself that I am going to filter out all the factors. The only thing that's important is this belief that I have that this message is meant for at least one person. And that it will reach that one person at some point. Now, a year from now, whatever it is. And that was my job today. My job today was to reach that one person and give them a message that's going to help them to grow, that's going to help release something for them, that is going to empower them, that's going to support them, that's going to make them feel seen, not alone, resonate. It's going to give them that spark of magic. It's like, I can't believe she said something about Santeria, like Sublime is my favorite band, or I just saw someone's t-shirt the other day and I really loved it, or it's like a specific message for you. This message is for you. There's something in it. That's your job right now, is to, and I'm definitely seeing that promotion, that interview. It's like you're being leveled up to a new position. Like, what is your job today? You're being asked to take on a little bit more responsibility. It's like a new position, 2323 on my recording. And in a relationship, you will have a certain role. Like, you have a job to do. That relationship has a purpose. To show other people what a divine relationship is, to clear out unhealthy dynamics. Like, it is work that you have to do in this relationship too. You have to choose your coworker wisely. You have to choose a coworker. We're talking about a relationship, but as if it's a job, not just for the feelings that they elicit, but for the partnership itself. In the past, you have chosen people that were not good partners for you. You chose based off of physical connection or attraction or maybe trauma bonds, like that magnetism that draws you into a trauma mirror that you needed to work through and heal things. There's a new person coming in though, and I think that, like, not rushing into it, not making that call, and it's not a text, you're calling them on the phone. I know that's weird. They need to hear your voice. sitting and like just sit with your intention. Why are you making that call right at this moment? What energy are you in right now? Because what you present needs to be from behind the mask. Well, I'm even seeing like not being afraid to admit that you wear a mask. That's actually coming out from behind the mask sometimes. Just saying, I'm scared sometimes. Like, I was terrified to make this call. I don't know why. I was excited about it, but I feel scared to. It's like admitting your vulnerable place, but that helps you to come out from behind the mask anyway. Don't put on this front. There is this confidence in just being real. Not being like tough or like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it, blah, blah, blah. But more like real. I gotta say, I was super nervous coming into this interview. I mean, naturally. Sometimes I stumble over my words just a little bit, so like just being real. Not that you're ashamed of those characteristics about yourself, but that it's like, that's me. I'm not perfect, and that's what makes me confident, is knowing those things about myself, knowing not your flaws, but the things that you work on in order to grow, and so presenting that side of things too. I think that they're really going to find a lot of value in you being real or vulnerable in a careful kind of way, but I think they're going to appreciate that you took the chance anyway. All right. I think that's all. I think that's all I got. Let's see what's in this one. Yeah. Follow your gut. There's this knowing in you that you're going somewhere. You're doing something. You're doing big things. You're meant to do big things. What does that mean for you specifically? What does that mean for you specifically? You want to find out? I want to find out. If you want to find out for yourself, let's do a private reading. All my information is down in the box below. You can either email me. There's this knowing, this like balance, alchemy. You need other people. Give me a job. Love to work with you. Talk to you later.